Good morning. My name is Oscar Ramirez. I'm here to present my Stackathon project. I did it on a bot, messenger bot, because I wanted to familiarize myself with bot development, and I also wanted to test the interaction of a bot with a business workflow. I'm interested in business workflows and rules because companies have been, in the last few years, digitizing all their business functionality into digitized workflows. And these digital workflows typically are controlled by large UIs, and people get tasks distributed to them. They complete them, then these things go to a big repository, and that's how you keep track of, let's say, a loan process, mortgage approvals. I'm sure you've all gone through maybe some of those, right? It takes a lot of steps, a lot of document collection and everything. Bots offer an alternative channel for distributing and completing these tasks, and I'm interested in perhaps pursuing that to sell to businesses. The bot I'm going to demonstrate you, though, demonstrates that interaction, but in a more familiar use case, which is, what will I have for dinner? And basically, my bot's over here. I had to create a Facebook page, so it's called OARVT Enterprises. It's right now in test mode. It hasn't been approved by Facebook, but basically, I enter dinner suggestions. And whenever it wants to render, hello, there it goes. How many guests for dinner? Well, typically, and that's because it's going against this business rule over here. It's a business rule with two columns, the season and the number of guests. The season I defaulted to fall because that's where we're at. I'm going to say more than 8 people, so it's recommending beef stew because you can make it in a big pot for a lot of people. Right? I can, in this case, either open the URL or ask me to help cook it. And this is just to demonstrate how you can track steps and get the steps from a workflow diagram. The workflow diagram is on this side. You go to the dashboard here. This is Camunda's workflow server. I have 4 processes running there, one of them being my beef stew recipe. And as you can see, it's on step 1 because the bot triggered that workflow. There can be hundreds and thousands of workflows on this, so you keep track of the workflow by the recipient ID in the bot itself. So once I say, okay, I'm done with that particular step, and you go and render this page back, and it's going to the next step, and so on and so forth, right, until you complete the whole recipe. And once you complete the recipe, it says, you're done. So now, how did I build this bot? Go back. Basically, this is the architecture. Facebook Messenger on the top side. When somebody enters a message, you have to declare a callback or a hook, a webhook that goes to your Express server. That's what I developed, the Express server. Then the Express server is interacting with a Camunda server, which is a Java JVM container, through a REST API. And Camunda, all the Camunda workflows and rules are implemented in Java in a JVM using J2EE. And those are the pictures of the. If I want to show you a little bit of the actual code, here's the code. And you can see the webhook over there. And let me see if I can make it a little bigger. This webhook sends you the message. You'll have a message ID, a recipient ID, a sender ID, and the actual text. And you have to then code your APIs, your Axios requests, and all the other familiar stuff that you guys like here. I'm sending a question. That's how you format the question in the little bubbles, and the pictures and the URLs. And that's my bot. Thank you.